Train. Bike blogger here on my way to work. Topic of the day: how I got into cycling, and who cycles in my family. Let's start with the first topic. So I've been riding a bike all my life. Strike that. I've been riding a bike all my childhood, and then once I reached adolescence, like most teenagers, I get a car, and I didn't ride my bike. I would say I probably rode my bike up through I was maybe age 13. I really loved riding my bike as a kid, and as you can probably guess from watching my other videos, my bike of choice, or the bike I always rode, was a single speed bike. Kid's bike. No kids at the playground right now. It's sort of cold and it's a rainy day today. Ugh. Not a beautiful day, but that's okay. We're on our way to work today. Hey, that rhymes. Alright, so yield. Alright, so yeah, by the time I turned 13, I would say I probably really wasn't all that athletic. I was quite athletic as a kid, growing up, and my parents were actually worried I was a little too scrawny, so I got fattened up a little bit, as a lot of kids do, loving sugar, eating a bunch of junk food. But by the time I was in college, I was riding my bike again, albeit a different bike, because couldn't use my kid's bike anymore, although I did try riding it. The bike meant for like a preteen. Oh, it's dirt road. It's sort of funny to see a 18, 19-year-old try to ride a bike meant for a 12-year-old. You can do it, but you look sort of ridiculous doing it. You look like you're riding one of those BMX bikes or whatever, with little wheels. So yeah, I've always loved riding a bike ever since I was little. Ride around the neighborhood with the neighborhood rascals. Neighborhood friends and stuff. And we'd ride in the street, so that's probably one reason why I'm not afraid to ride on the roads, because I've always never really been afraid of riding on the road. I obviously did not know the rules of the road or anything back then, and I stuck to residential streets, mostly like I do nowadays, but didn't wear a helmet. I didn't actually start wearing a helmet until I was in college. And the reason why I started wearing a helmet, I don't know. I don't know. Sort of covered this topic before. I don't know why I started wearing a helmet. Probably because my girlfriend recommended I do. And that gets into the next topic. I'm a married guy. I ride my bike with my wife occasionally. She's not a bike commuter like me, though. I'm definitely more crazy about bikes. As you can tell, we're going a slightly different way than last time. I'm going to make a left here. We're really safe to do so. Cut through the potted plants. I suppose you could cut through there with a motorcycle as well. There's some pretty big motorcycles out there though. Alright. Make a right top. This guy was okay, he decided to go that way instead. He saw that said street not through. Follow that SUV. Who else in my family rides a bike? I have, family members who ride a bike recreationally. I don't think I have any right now who ride to work by bike regularly like I do. It helps when you're alright, here we go. Alright. I waved that person on, but they didn't go, so I started going, and probably should have waited for that truck to get out of the intersection so I could go, or I could be seen. I try to point stuff out like that. Same applies for a car. You shouldn't enter an intersection until everybody's gotten out of it. And yeah, that sort of does include those knuckleheads who go through a red light and end up stopping the car in the middle of the intersection because, there's a traffic jam and they want to get through, and they end up blocking the intersection. That ticks people off. Left. Whew. And we'll make a right. Yeah. Signal. Nope. Yeah, so I was never really much of a mountain biker. I've always been a road cyclist, although I always rode a mountain bike as a kid because, at least in the States, United States, and I think most countries, in at least the Western Hemisphere, the bike of choice is a mountain bike. Because that's just what's sold. And it's sold obviously as a recreational toy. Anyway, tearing up the sidewalk straight across from here, as you can see. I won't be riding on the sidewalk today. Get on the road here. There we go. Now this stinks. Since they're building this trail to the left, we're down to only one lane of traffic in both directions, which doesn't help me right now if I wanted to ride on the sidewalk, because it's much nicer having multiple lanes going in each direction as a road cyclist, because then faster traffic can easily pass you in the fast lane, but not like now. Although I'm going 25 miles per hour, so I'm going pretty fast. Most people do not go as fast as I did. I make a left here. Almost to work now. Up the hill. Whew. It's chilly. I got gloves on, but they do nothing for keeping me warm, really. As you can probably tell from my fingers. I mean, they'll keep my palm warm, but does that even really matter? I think it's your fingers that matter more, but whatever. Right. So, what else is there to say? Oh, there's a train. Oh man, can I see it in time here? Got 3 or 4 stops. make it. See the train. Woo. It is a freight train. If it were a passenger rail, it'd be much shorter and it'd be gone by now. Because you really use passenger rail in this country. Except for certain areas like the Northeast. Oh my. Here we go. Woo! Thanks for watching. See you next time, train. Woo!